this is a little bit of a change of pace. I want to do a tasting on the Massandra Jujube. They originally came out of China, and the fruit itself has a crunchy apple-like texture, but when they're dry, they're kind of like dates. This one's a Massandra, and I got this one from Restoring Eden in SeaTac. I bought this from Troy. Now, before we even get to tasting this, let's check out Troy's nursery. I visited him earlier this year, so he's got a good story behind his nursery, and I love what he's doing out there. He's trying to grow fruits and push the idea of the backyard orchard, kind of doing the same thing. So I really resonate with that. Let's check that out. What's up, you guys? Let's take a little field trip today. We're going to Restoring Eden in SeaTac. It's this little nursery, and what they really try to do is create edible landscapes, and I'm excited to see what he has. Okay, I just made it out to Restoring Eden, and it looks like they're in the process of developing a lot of this land for future nursery growth. So if you look behind me here, there's a lot of wood mulch. If you look in front of me, there's a lot of cut trees, and somebody's actually cutting down a tree right now. Okay. All right, hey folks, I'm here with Troy. He's the owner of Restoring Eden here in SeaTac. Troy, what got you into all of this right here?
To be honest with you, I got upset with the cost of an organic bell pepper. I mean, it was like $3.99 in the store. So I said, hey, I can grow my own, right? And so that kind of got me down the rabbit trail of gardening, and we've been doing that for 4 or 5 years. But then I wanted some blueberries, right? Because my family was eating pounds and pounds of blueberries from Costco, so I figured, hey, I could grow those myself. Yeah. And basically, the minute I got, 100 blueberry plants, they were all sold. So that was a bummer. So I had to get some more. And from there, I mean, it's just grown. We've only been in business for about a year and a couple months.
All right.
But I believe we have one of the largest, if not the largest, selections of edible plants, fruit trees and berry shrubs. Not so much vegetables, but fruit trees, berry shrubs, and exotics in the Seattle area. So that's kind of our niche. Nice. People will call us up asking for other stuff, but basically we do only edibles here. Most popular plants right now is definitely the pineapple guava. Yeah. I'm sure you've talked about it, but this is, and when you talk to people that are in the trade, I ask them what's their favorite fruit, and a lot of them say the pineapple guava. Unfortunately, I've never had one, but it's a beautiful plant. It's an evergreen, right? Hardy to maybe about 10 degrees, 5 degrees. Yep. So it shouldn't have a problem in our climate. Oh. And then the cool thing is that it fruits in November, right? Ripens November, December, as I understand it, in our climate. So when all the apple trees, when all the cherries, everything else is out, you've already harvested that, this comes in, which is cool because I like to have, fruit in a longer season. I want to extend my season as much as I can, from strawberries all the way into something like this, persimmons,
For sure. Yeah, I've got a whole hedge in front, so I'm excited to see. Even the flowers are edible, so.
Oh, okay,
yeah. So if you can't get the fruit because of frost, you eat the flowers. Yeah. It'll be good on salads and stuff. So it's kind of like a cotton candy type of like taste and texture.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, I like this.
Another one now this one is a little less cold hardy. It's hardy about 10 degrees.
Chilean guava.
Chilean guava, yeah. And to be honest, I've only just had a few berries. Yeah. But when people have tasted them, they love this berry. I mean, it is a really interesting, unique, fruity, flavorful berry.
I'm gonna have to pick up a couple of these today.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I had a client that tasted one. Yeah. They bought like 15. I mean,
really?
They just sold me out. They were like, "This is amazing."
Nice.
So it's a pretty cool. And also, the leaves, you can make tea out of them.
Oh, okay.
They got a really cool background. They got a really cool flavor. Yeah. Kind of herbal, minty sort of stuff. So.
Oh, nice. Let me give this a try.
Yeah. And that's kind of what the fruit tastes like. If you can imagine it with sugar. It's got a good sugar content, but that is what it tastes
It doesn't have a very herbal.
Yeah, right?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Obviously, figs are super popular, but one thing that's really interesting that it seems like people come in spurts. It's like, I don't know, like there's a news article or something like that. I don't know what happens, but all of a sudden I got all of these calls for pawpaws.
Okay.
pawpaws.
Yeah.
Which, you know, are native to America, but it's not the easiest plant to grow, simply because the fact is it's going to take 7 to 10 years before you're really producing, and you can't get big pawpaws.
Yeah.
And then you got to plant 3 or 4 different varieties. You got to plant a pawpaw grow. So
Yeah.
it's this really unique fruit that's supposed to be really tasty, mango, just big fruit.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I had a run on all my pawpaws. I mean, most of them are all gone, unfortunately.
Yeah. What's been the most popular fig?
Desert King.
Yeah.
Desert King is definitely the most popular for the Seattle area.
One of my favorites.
Yeah. You know, I really like the Italian ones.
Yeah.
The Latarula, Peter's Honey.
Yeah.
Those are really good.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So tell me what you're doing with the rest of the nursery.
Well, I mean, right now it's bare root season.
Yeah.
So.
What do you got? What do you got?
Gosh, I mean, you know, everything from nectarines, peaches. I got donut peaches. I really want to just kind of mess around with those.
I had one 2 years ago off of my tree.
Okay.
So good.
Yes, a donut peach is
So
a fantastic peach.
So good, yeah.
And then, you know, I mean, cherries. We got 5 different. I mean, just, you know, everything basically.
Yeah.
Some of the unique bare roots that we have are a Pakistan mulberry.
Yeah.
It's
My favorite.
12-foot tree right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're huge.
Yeah.
So they came out of L.E. Cook, which is now shut down out
Yeah.
of California. So I grabbed what I could.
Yeah.
Then we also have some large 7-8 feet chocolate persimmons.
Wait, where?
We have them down there, yeah.
Can we go check it out?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to add at least 2 more varieties to the garden.
So these would be the chocolate persimmons.
Chocolate persimmon. Is it more of the astringent type?
So it has to do with the pollination. If it's pollinated, I think it becomes, you know, non-astringent.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not quite sure.
Are these the mulberries?
Yeah, these are the mulberries.
Wow, those are huge.
Yeah. Pakistan mulberries.
I love the Pakistan mulberry, man. Have you tried rooting them?
Uh,
By hardwood?
no, I mean I've sold some of the some cuttings off 1 or 2 of these guys.
Yeah. Really good. I
will
like
be-
this tree.
I will be
My
trying.
favorite tree.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, it is.
It's just that flavorful.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It tastes like sweet cherry and watermelon without the tartness.
Sweet cherry. Wow.
Yeah. That's how I describe it. And
Wow. Okay.
and you'll get fruit from like June through beginning of July. So it's
Man.
early.
Yeah. Yep.
That land over there.
So I mean, this is why I do what I do, because I read Bill Molson's book. Oh gosh, I'm blanking on the name. Gaia's Garden. I read Gaia's Garden, and it talked about this idea of a food forest. And so basically, we cleared an acre of land, at least a half an acre of blackberries, and we planted an orchard. And then in 1/4 of an acre is going to be a food forest. So this is actually a really cool day for me, because I've been waiting for an arborist to come for like over a year, and he's really de-limbing a bunch of these huge Douglas fir trees, and we're gonna start to plant out our food forest.
Nice.
Which is gonna be cool.
Yeah.
And so it's completely wood chipped. I mean,
Yeah.
I've had, you know, hundreds of yards, and it's just been sitting there. The soil is getting richer and richer.
Yep.
And I'm gonna just start planting out some of the unique stuff that we have here.
Sweet. Yeah. Could be like a portfolio garden for you.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Taste and see,
Yeah.
and then you can pick up what you want.
Nice. As well. So.
And it comes from the Back to Eden.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
I was definitely inspired by
It
that.
works.
I visited his property, and that was pretty.
Oh, okay. Where is he located? In California?
No, it's like CQ, Washington.
Oh, he's
no,
in
no,
Washington.
Sequim.
Okay.
Sequim, Washington,
Okay.
I believe is what it is, the city. And yeah, his fruit is real. I mean, it's the real deal. It's full of flavor.
Yeah.
You know, everything ripened, no pests. So I inspired to do my own kind of Back to Eden garden.
Nice. Yeah. And hence the name.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have the Lee and I also have the Lang. And for whatever reason this year, they have not produced any fruit. Usually, at least one of these is, you know, loaded. This year, it's just this Massandra that's in a 5-gallon. Anyways, let's pick a couple of these and give them the taste test. As you can see, these are a little bit smaller. They're like grape size. And let's try it out. They do have a pit inside, so be careful about chewing on that. Here Here's the pit. That's actually very good. Sweet. And the unique thing about jujubes is that the more you chew, the sweeter it gets. And the more you let it dry on the tree, the sweeter it gets. They're almost like dates. This is a Massandra. I'm not doing anything special. I just got to have in a 5-gallon pot. And I'll probably put this guy in the ground as soon as I figure out what to do with the rest of this area. There's a lot of trees here that need to be moved. And then I want to plant some more fruit trees in ground. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, you guys. That's just a quick review on the Massandra. Very tasty, sweet little jujube that clearly ripens here in the Pacific Northwest. See you guys next time.